Imagine waking up one day to realize the perfect marriage you've admired for decades was built on layers of unspoken pain and quiet battles. That's the shocking reality Rob Reiner finally admitted about his life with Michele. A story that will make you question everything you thought you knew about lasting love. Rob Reiner and Michele built what looked like an unbreakable bond, but deep down, there were cracks that grew over the years, from simple misunderstandings to heavy emotional weights they carried alone. They met in a moment that felt like fate, and for a long time, they pushed through life's ups and downs by leaning on each other. Yet Rob later confessed that he often ignored the small signs of trouble brewing in their home. As time passed, those ignored moments turned into bigger issues, like when Rob's focus on work left Michele handling the daily pressures, making her feel isolated even in their shared life. He talked about how their communication started strong but faded into short conversations and avoided topics, especially when it came to balancing their personal dreams with the realities of being together every day. Rob admitted that he thought providing stability was enough, but Michele showed him that true connection meant listening without always trying to fix things right away. This realization came too late in some ways, as years of built-up frustration led to arguments that neither wanted but couldn't escape, revealing how even the strongest couples can hide their vulnerabilities from the world. In his reflections, Rob shared that the real horror wasn't dramatic fights but the quiet erosion of trust, where days turned into weeks without real talks, leaving them both wondering if they were still on the same path. Michele, with her gentle strength, often tried to bridge the gaps, but Rob's stubbornness about handling things his way created walls that took effort to break down. Over time, they learned to face these hidden truths together, turning pain into growth, but not without scars that reminded them of the years they lost to silence. Their marriage wasn't just about romance. It was a constant battle against the outside world's expectations, which Rob said made it hard to be honest about their struggles without fear of judgment. He revealed that Michele was the one who pushed for more openness, helping him see that hiding emotions only made things worse in the long run. This shift didn't happen overnight, but through small steps like setting aside time to really hear each other, which rebuilt what had been wearing thin. Rob described moments when he felt like he was failing, not as a public figure, but as a partner, admitting that his ego sometimes got in the way of admitting when he was wrong. Michele's patience became their anchor, but even she had limits, leading to times when they had to confront the possibility that their love might not survive if they didn't change. These confessions highlight how common these issues are, yet so often kept secret, making their story relatable to anyone who's ever felt alone in a relationship. As the years added up, Rob and Michele faced the challenge of evolving together, where old habits clashed with new needs, forcing them to redefine what commitment meant beyond the early excitement. He spoke of the emotional toll this took, with nights spent reflecting on choices that could have been different if they'd addressed problems sooner. Michele's role in guiding them through these waters was crucial, her insights often cutting through the noise to the heart of what mattered most. The truth Rob hid was this undercurrent of doubt that crept in during tough periods, questioning if they were truly meant to last, or if it was all an illusion held together by habit. But through it all, they chose to fight for their connection, learning that vulnerability wasn't weakness but the key to deeper intimacy. This journey wasn't easy, and Rob's admissions show the raw side of marriage that rarely makes headlines, yet defines its true strength. He emphasized how Michelle's unwavering support helped him confront his own flaws, like his tendency to withdraw when stressed, which only amplified their isolation. Over time, they developed ways to reconnect, like shared routines that reminded them of why they fell in love, but these came after years of trial and error. The hidden pain lay in those errors, the missed opportunities to support each other fully, which Rob regretted but used as lessons for growth. In sharing these details, Rob painted a picture of a marriage that was real, not perfect, with highs that made the lows bearable but still left lasting impacts on their emotional world. Michele's influence was profound, teaching him that love requires ongoing effort, not just initial passion, a truth he wished he'd embraced earlier. This revelation underscores the complexity of long-term relationships, where hidden struggles can either break you or make you stronger if faced head-on. Rob's story with Michele is a testament to resilience, but he was honest about the times when resilience felt out of reach, leading to moments of deep despair that they navigated privately. He admitted that hiding these feelings from friends and family added to the burden, making their home a place of both comfort and conflict. Michele's ability to forgive and move forward was what kept them going, a quality Rob admired and strived to match in his own way. As they aged together, the challenges shifted from daily logistics to deeper existential questions about purpose and legacy in their partnership. Rob revealed that Michele helped him find peace in these questions, but not without confronting the fears they'd both suppressed for years. This process of unveiling hidden truths brought them closer, proving that even in later life, growth is possible if you're willing to be open. The emotional horrors Rob described weren't about betrayal, but about the slow drain of unaddressed needs, where love persists but joy diminishes without attention. Michele's role as the emotional compass guided them back, but Rob confessed it took him too long to follow her lead fully. Their marriage became a mirror for self-improvement, with each partner reflecting the other's blind spots in ways that were painful yet necessary. He spoke of specific instances where small disagreements escalated because of built-up resentments, hidden away to maintain peace but ultimately causing more harm. Michele's approach was to talk it out, while Rob preferred to move on quickly, a difference that created ongoing tension until they found a middle ground. This balance didn't come easily, requiring compromise that tested their commitment repeatedly over the decades. Rob's final thoughts on these hidden aspects were laced with gratitude for Michele's endurance, acknowledging that without her, he might not have faced the truths that shaped him into a better man. The marriage they built was forged in fire, with secrets that could have destroyed them, but instead became the foundation for enduring love. This narrative flips the script on fairy tale romances, showing the gritty reality behind closed doors. In reflecting on their journey, Rob highlighted how external pressures amplified internal struggles, making it harder to admit vulnerabilities without feeling exposed. Michele's strength in vulnerability inspired him to open up, a change that transformed their dynamic from survival to thriving. The truth he hid was this transformation's cost, the years of quiet suffering that preceded their deeper connection. Their story serves as a reminder that every marriage has its shadows, and Rob's willingness to share has brought light to those shadows for others. Michele's partnership was key, her insights piercing through denial to reveal paths forward they might have missed alone. This mutual growth, born from hidden pains, is what made their bond remarkable in its authenticity. Rob admitted that the hardest part was accepting that perfection was impossible, a truth Michele embodied through her actions more than words. He regretted the times he let pride hide his needs,